Hello and welcome. This is releasing emotions, stresses from around the holidays, and everything that's just bringing up. Woo! Do you choose to release, let go, and/or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Wow! And everything that's saying no, freeze all, pre-scan all, pre-tag all, pre-ID all, pre-encapsulate all, and whoosh, out, 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 out. Banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Wowza. Yeah, so I'm Max Riggs, energetic awareness coach and energy healer. And in this webinar, we're going to be releasing and removing energies and judgments that just naturally come up for people. Woo. And when we're doing this, we're really only removing the judgments that are behind it. And when we remove these judgments, it's kind of like releasing the pressure. So when we release the judgments, when we remove them through this energetic work, then the critical self-talk, the critical thoughts, some of them will just automatically leave. Woo, yeah. Because we can just change them that way. And other ones we have to look at a little bit deeper. But the cool part about all this work is it's only working to your advantage and it's only changing what you would like to change. Awesome. Yep. So what's everything that the holidays bring up? Ooh, yikes. And everything that is, do you choose to release, let go, and/or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Wow. And everything that's saying no, freeze all, pre-scan all, pre-tag all, pre-ID all, pre-encapsulate all, and then whoosh, out, 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 out. Woo. Banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Yeah, and for those of you who are new to this work and new to me, one of the things I found is there's a lot of external resistance, external pressures. And those are some things, sometimes it's from society, sometimes it's from family. Whoa, yikes. And sometimes it's from energetic forces, which at first seem really weird and sometimes a little bit scary, but they're really not. Because what I've found is once we acknowledge that there's things outside of us that are influencing us, and once again, they can only influence you. They can't control you. Whoa. So everywhere it feels like external influences, society, marketing, whoo, yikes. And all those is forcing you to do things. Whoo, yikes. Do you choose to release, let go, and/or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Wow, there's so much no out there. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Because one of the parts that's coming in is like the holidays are just like supposed to be good. They're supposed to be fun. Yeah. Wowza. So everywhere the holidays are just supposed to be good. They're supposed to be fun. You're supposed to really enjoy yourself. Yeah. Yikes. You choose to release, let go, and/or allow all that to be removed from your reality now. Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize. Ah. Okay, that's feeling a little bit better. And once again, it's just like we think that the holidays should be really good because basically, since we've been really young, we were told that it was supposed to be a fun time, a happy time. Ooh, yikes. But a lot of that stuff was actually based on fairy tales. Woo. And those fairy tales are still promoted today. A lot of that's through manipulation, through marketing, through companies. They're trying to get you to believe this fairy tale. Whoa. So you'll buy more stuff. Ugh, yikes. So all the fairy tales, all the marketing that's influencing you, pushing you in a certain direction that's off your center. Ugh, yikes. Do you choose to release, let go, and/or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ah, yes, I choose that. Whoosh, out, 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 out. Wowza. Banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Yeah. And then the other part that comes up around holidays is, well, we were kind of told that they're supposed to be fun. What can happen is they're kind of a forced reflection time. Ugh, yikes. And it's basically a point in time. So the holiday isn't really like necessarily the best time in your life. It's just one point in time. Ugh. And if that point in time happens to be in a place where you're not in the best place, you're maybe having more challenges. Ugh, yikes. Yeah, I can tell a lot of you are having a lot of challenges. Ugh. So everything that having challenges is bringing up for you. Ugh, yikes. Wowza. Do you choose to release, let go, and/or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And that's one of the parts too, is having challenges in your life really says nothing about you. Ugh. So everywhere it does seem to say something about you, that does seem to be that you should be able to move through these challenges easier. Ugh. And everywhere you've been judging yourself for having a hard time moving through what actually are some pretty difficult challenges. Ugh. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ah, yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Because one thing that's going on is because you're an energetically aware person, you might have also been defined previously as a highly sensitive person, overly sensitive. Whoa, yikes. Overly sensitive is a really big one. So everywhere you've been defined as overly sensitive, and maybe even you find yourself as that. All those non-contributive parts around that. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And the thing is you're not overly sensitive. Um, you're not super sensitive. What you are is energetically aware. And that energetically aware, that gives you access to notice and perceive things that other people who aren't energetically aware, they can't perceive. Whew, yeah, they can't perceive that. So when you are having a challenge and it seems like there's a lot of energies and emotions up, that you just like go, oh my gosh, this is so much. Other people that don't have your awareness, they can't perceive it. It's not that they don't perceive it, they can't. Woo. So everywhere people who couldn't perceive what you could perceive judged you for perceiving what you did perceive. Woo! You choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now. Ah, yes, I choose that. Woohoo! Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Woo! Banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Awesome. Yeah, and so one of the parts around all this stuff is around the holidays, and especially around you're supposed to be feeling a certain way. No, I want. Let me pause. We were going back to holidays are kind of like a snapshot in time. Whoa. And so it's not necessarily that it's going to be the best time in your life, or even the time that you can really even enjoy the holidays. Wow. So everywhere the holidays seem to fall on times that you just can't even enjoy them. Ugh. Yeah, yikes. Wowza. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ah, yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And this is another part about that energetic awareness that I talk about, that you are able to perceive so much more than other people can perceive. Now, what people are showing on the surface is about how happy they are around these holidays. Whoa. And how everything is so wonderful for them. Ugh. But you tap in and you can tell that for most people, the holidays are not a wonderful time. Ugh. Yeah, they make it seem like it, but it's just that superficialness that on the surface, they make it seem like everything is fine, everything is going well, but underneath, they have challenges too. Whoa. So all the people you see that seem like they have an amazing holiday or everything is working out for them. Whoa. When things are not actually working out for them as well as you think they are. Ooh, yikes. So everywhere you've been judging yourself compared to them. Woo, do you choose to release? Woohoo! Wowza, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now. Ah, ugh, and everything that's saying no, freeze all, pre-scan all, pre-tag all, pre-ID all, pre-encapsulate all. And everywhere the holidays are supposed to be a fun, joyous, and stress-free time. Ugh. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ugh, wow. And everything that says no, freeze all, pre-scan all, pre-tag all, pre-ID all, pre-encapsulate all. So once again, what's going on here is we have this preconceived notion that the holidays are supposed to be joyous, happy, and stress-free. Whoa. You feel all the energy on stress-free? That's the largest one. Whoa. Because holidays often are stressful. Whoa. But when you've decided that there's something is supposed to be a certain way and it's not, then you get caught in the energies of it should be this way, it's not this way, it should be this way. Woo! So everywhere you're caught in the energies of holidays should be nice, carefree, and stress-free. Woo! And holidays are not nice, carefree, or stress-free. Ugh. Wow! Wowza! Do you choose to release? Woo! Let go. Wow! And or allow all that to be removed from your reality now. Ugh, yes, I choose that. Whew, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Because what the difference is here is you can still have the desire that the holidays will be nice, fun, and stress-free. but not the attachment that they have to be or something's wrong. Oh, there we go. So everywhere, if the holidays are not nice, fun, and stress-free, that means something is wrong. And that wrongness usually comes down to you judging you. Ooh. So everywhere you've been judging yourself as being something wrong or not good enough, or you should enjoy the holidays. Ugh. Wowza. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all those judgments to be removed from your reality now? Oh, yes, I choose that. Woo, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Okay, that's feeling a lot nicer. And one of the parts around all this energetic work is when we're able to find what the truth is, what one of the core reasons are. A lot of that other stuff, those challenges, kind of, I'm gonna say they don't really drop away, but the upset and the stuckness of that can change. Whew. Ah, awesome. Yeah, and once again about the whole forced reflection time. Whoa. Yeah, so everywhere that the holidays are bringing up a forced reflection time, and a time where you're supposed to have a contributive, loving, and supporting family. Well, you're supposed to have a loving, supporting, romantic partner. Yeah. And if you're old enough to, you're supposed to have a family with kids, or even grandkids. Ugh. Wow. And if you don't have those sorts of things, then something is wrong with you. Ugh. Ugh. Yikes. And everything that brought up, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ah, yes, I choose that. Whoo! Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Wow. Um, yeah, and the whole part around that is so many of us don't have that, or we have one of those things, but not all of them. And what happens is we see these amazing things that seem like they'd be really will it really be helpful and happy? Like a lot of like holiday movies. Ooh, yikes. So everything holiday movies brings up. Everywhere you both like kind of love to see those really nice romantic fairy tales. Woo. And then you can also be left feeling sad and down afterwards because you don't have that. Ooh, ah, yikes. Everything that brought up, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? And everything's saying no, freeze all, pre-scan all, pre-tag all, pre-ID all, pre-encapsulate all, and whoosh, out, 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 out. Banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Yeah, no, I get it because I was just watching. It wasn't even really a holiday movie, but it was a family movie a couple days ago, and I saw the relationships, and it was like struggle, but then they turned into this really loving, supporting family. Ugh, yikes! And then afterwards, I noticed I was pretty sad because I don't have that close, romantic, supportive family. Ugh. Whoa. So everything that brought up, do you choose to release and let all that go? Ugh. Yeah, yeah. So once again, it's like we have this desire for that, and that's okay, and that's good. But when you take the desire that you would like to have, that loving, supporting family, or whatever else you want in your life, and then you compare it that you don't have it, ugh, what often happens is then we judge that not having it as being wrong. Ugh. Yeah. So everywhere just not having what you would like is just wrong. And it means that you're not good enough. Ooh, you did something wrong, or you made mistakes that you cannot recover from. Ooh, yikes. So all the mistakes you made that you decided that you cannot recover from. Ooh, yeah, all of that you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now. Ugh, there's a big no there. Freeze all, pre-scan all, pre-tag all, and out, 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 out. Ooh. Yeah, because what I've found through all this energetic work is no matter what happened in the past, no matter what happened to you, or no matter what you did, or what choices you made, you can always create a better life. You can always create more of what you would like. And everywhere you've been trying to do that, and it hasn't worked out the way you would want, do you choose to release and let all that go? Woo! Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And the part to focus in on here is it hasn't changed the way that you would like it yet. And one of the other parts that we often miss is how much it has changed, how much the work that you've been doing, the self-growth work, and all that, how much you've moved forward. Yeah. So everywhere that you've been discounting as much as you've moved forward, yikes, all of that, do you choose to release, let go and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now. Ugh, yes, I choose that. Woo! Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Yeah, because what can happen around all that stuff when you're on the self growth path, when you're moving forward? Um, you can focus in on how far you have to go. Ooh, yikes. And we forget to look behind us to see how far we've come. Ugh. Yep, so everywhere you're focusing in on how far you have to go, ooh, to be to the place where you think you're going to be okay. Ooh. Yikes, all of that you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now. Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And this is one of those kind of surprising things too, is you can actually, no matter where you are, no matter how down you are or how far you think you have to go, you can actually be fully okay and maybe even a little bit happy right where you are right now. Ugh. So everywhere that seems impossible, ugh, yikes, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Now, and maybe I was pushing a little bit far about being happy, but what if you can be okay? Yeah. And so once again, we have these interesting things about judgments that seem like they're really helpful, that seem they're a contribution to you. So if you're in a place where it's not where you want to be, what judgments would you have about yourself if you thought that that was okay? Yeah. Yeah, there's this big judgment. Like if you thought it was okay where you are right now, there'd something really be wrong with you. Whoa. So everything that brought up, vaporize, liquefy. But the difference is what if you can be okay right here, right now, even with all the crap that's going on, and be working towards where you want to go? Because that's what you want to do anyway. Whether you're feeling okay now or not, you want to be working towards where you want to go. Whoa. So wouldn't it be a little bit better if you felt okay now as you're working towards that? Or would it be better for you to make yourself wrong and feel like things are really awful and terrible and not be as you're moving forward? Now, one of the other parts I probably should jump in here and say is some of you probably are having some really tough and really terrible times. Ooh, yikes. Yeah. And everywhere you've been told that you just have to like be happy there, you have to envision a better future. Ugh. Yeah. Woo. Do you choose to remove and destroy all that? Wah! Yes, I choose that. Wowza! Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Now, once again, is this like, I never say to make the best of a bad situation or you need to think positively. Woo! Yikes. So everywhere that thinking positively, people have told you had to think positive. Woo. Everywhere that was not a contribution to you. Woo! Choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now. Let all that go, let all that go, let all that go. Oh, yeah. Because sometimes things do really suck. Whew, I get it. I've had days like that too, weeks like that. And before I did energetically work months like that. Whoa. Thanks. Yeah. So everywhere it seems that you've had weeks, months, or even years where things just sucked. Wowza. Ugh, everything that brought up. Woo, you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now. Wow, there's a big no there. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Because it can seem like it's wrong when we have those long times where things are not right. Woo. And it doesn't, and once again, we kind of want to like just remove as much judgment about that as we can. Now, is it right that you were suffering? No, of course not. But was it wrong that you were feeling the way that you were feeling? Ugh. So everything that brought up, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Whoa. Oh, so let me come back to more about the holiday season and what can come up for us. So there's a little note in the comments about loss coming up because some of us have lost people that are really important to us in our lives. Whoa. Oh, through death and or upsets, or we just no longer talk to them. And we can be reminded during the holidays of fun times that we had with those people. Ooh. Ooh, and everything that brought up, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Now we're not going to talk too much about grief and stuff in this, but one of the parts that I found is usually what happens when we have that sadness and loss around someone that we really cared about. What often happens is we first are we're really appreciative, and we're really reminded of the happy times with one of those people. And then we take that happy time and we focus on that we no longer have it. Ugh. Ah. Instead of focusing on that happy time. Now, does that mean that's right or wrong to do that? No, it doesn't. But one of the parts is before that sadness comes in, is we have that happy time. And what if you could stay more in that happy time, remembering that happy occasion and not instantly going into you're missing it? Yeah. So everywhere that just happens, that it's not okay to think about just the happy part, ooh, the part that you enjoyed, without then going into the loss that you don't have it anymore. Yikes, everything that brought up. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Ooh, okay. Let me see what else I have on my notes. But if anyone has any questions or things that are coming up for them, you can let me know in the chat. Or if you can't chat, then you can come off of mute. Forced reflection, being around family. Ooh, yeah, let's talk about like expectations. Blah! So everything expectations brings up. Blah! And all the expectations around the holidays. Ugh. Wow. You choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now. Blah! And everything that's saying no, let's just pull all that out, 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 vaporize, liquefy. Woo! Let all that go, let all that go. Wowza, let all that go. And that's why I was making notes for this webinar. I put down that we often have unrealistic expectations of the holidays. Ugh, everything that brought up. Wow, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And what's funny is it's not even really your unrealistic expectations of the holidays. It's the fairy tale expectations of the holidays. Whoa. That we've been sold through stories, media, corporations and their marketing. Whoa. Let all that go, let all that go, let all that go. And it's one of those things too, is pretty much everybody believes that advertising and marketing does not affect them. And it's kind of like the smarter you are, the kind of you believe, the less that marketing can influence you. Wowza. But they've done studies, and it actually, that marketing, while it might not force you to buy something, it often moves or influences your opinion and your beliefs and your emotions. Whoa. So even when we see those nice, well, not nice, but when we see those idealistic holiday seasons in marketing or stories, whoa, we can compare ourselves to them even if we know that they're not true. Ugh. So everywhere that you've been comparing your life and your expectations around the holidays have been influenced, whoa, or even completely manipulated by media, entertainment, and marketing. Ugh, yikes. Marketing has the hardest read. And one of the things about marketing is they know exactly what to say to push your emotions. Whoa, yikes. Let all that go, let all that go, let all that go. So everywhere that marketing and anything else around the holidays has been pushing you to make you think like your holidays are lacking, that your life is lacking. Woo, woo. Do you choose to release, woo, let go, wowza, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ooh, wow, whatever that is, let's just pull all that out, pull all that out, pull all that out, pull all that out, whoosh, out, out, out. Ooh, wowza. Yeah, and so what can happen is when we do feel those certain things come up, is to do some energetic clearing work, like right after we see those advertising, we start judging ourselves. Now, I also get that it's also hard to remember to do that. Blah. Vaporize, liquefy, and that happens to me too. I didn't even think about doing energetic clearing work after I watched the movie that I watched for I don't know, a half hour, hour around that. And even that's actually pretty good, catching it that soon. Yeah, so everywhere that you're just supposed to catch yourself before you drift into these sad places. Whew. Thanks. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy. Woo, vaporize, liquefy. I mean, that's one of those places too that we can have these thoughts that seem correct and true, but they're actually judgments in disguise. Whoa, because if you did have the tool to change your upset and you don't use it, whoa, it's easy to think, oh, that you should have used it. You should have used it sooner. Whoa, should have used it sooner as a big read. But that is more, it's basically, there's a little bit of truth in that and a lot of judgment. So if you could have used your energetic tools to change it and you didn't, do you feel how heavy that is? Yeah, what if it's more just like, oh, I forgot to use my tool. I'm going to use it now. Things are better. Ooh. So everywhere it's just not that simple. Woo, you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now. Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Because in some ways it is. In other ways, we know how life kind of makes things a lot harder than in, this is just what you do. And then life is messy, or we have pushes and influences from all sorts of different directions. Well, so everywhere you're being pushed and pulled from so many different directions. Ugh. Everything that is, do you choose to release and let all that go? Woo, yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Okay, so let's do that. Let's remove all these energetic forces and all these emotional forces that are pushing at you from multiple different directions. Woo. So let's just identify all those. And I'm going to grab them all up and then toss them away. Cool, that feels better. Oh, yeah, okay. Let me see what else we got on my little notes here. Ooh, yeah, we should talk about that. The whole part around the emotions around being happy. Yeah. Now, we've been kind of taught that happiness is the best emotion, and you're supposed to always be happy. Ugh. So everything that brought up, do you choose to release and let all that go? Ugh. And there's some resistance on that too, because we have this idea that being happy all the time would be pretty amazing. Ugh. But being happy all the time actually wouldn't be, because we as humans have this full range of emotions, from super happy and joyous to really sad and depressed. Ooh. And we can think that being sad and depressed is never a contribution. Ooh. Now, I know it doesn't feel like it when we're in that space, but that can help you process and release emotions that you wouldn't release if you were just happy all the time. Ooh. And if you're happy all the time, it also would mean that you're not fully in the experience you're having, because some experiences, like we talked about before, kind of really suck. And if you are fully happy during a super sucky experience, you're probably not actually really fully here. Whoa. So all the places that you wanted to be fully happy all the time, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Yeah, now this isn't to say that we wouldn't like to be happy more of the time. And I sure would be too. I'm happy a lot more time than I used to be, but I would like to be happy even more. So anything that's preventing you from being happy, yeah, okay. Yep, so all the things all the things you've decided would have to change first before you could actually be happy. Yeah. That actually don't have to change first. Woo, before you could be happy. Do you choose to remove and destroy all that? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Now, the reason I was kind of talking about that is because around the holidays, you're just supposed to be happy. Yeah. And if you're not happy, what's going on? Oh, if you're not happy, that kind of means that something's wrong with you. You're Scrooge. You're grumpy. You're not going to get presents. Whoa. Yeah. Yikes. So everything that brought up, do you choose to release and let all that go? Woo! Yes, I choose that. Wowza! Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Yeah, and this was kind of tying back into a lot of the religion stuff, which basically was saying that if you were a perfect person, that you were going to have a good life. Ooh, yikes. So everywhere that's still part of your belief, that if you just did everything right, if you were perfect, if you did everything that was asked of you, ugh, then everything will be fine in your life. Ugh. Yikes. Wowza. And everything that is, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Woo! Vaporize, liquefy, banish, vanquish. Woo! Banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. Yeah, and so what can come up around the holidays is, like I mentioned, holidays are just a point in time. And during this point in time, you could be happy because of things are going on in your life. You could be sad. Woo. Yeah. So yeah. And so everywhere it tends to be, or it seems to be, that around the holidays, you tend to be even more sad. Ooh, feel worse. Ooh, yikes. Do you choose to release and let all that go? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Because one of the other parts around that is when you're kind of told you're supposed to be a certain way, that you're supposed to be happy. We don't like being told what to do. Woo. And if we're being told what to do and we kind of would like to be that way, but we can't, then we can judge ourselves really harshly. Woo. So everywhere you're judging yourself harshly because you should be happy around the holidays, but you actually aren't happy around the holidays. Wowza. Do you choose to release and let all that go? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Because actually, whatever emotion you're feeling is totally okay. Whatever emotion you're feeling is totally okay. Now, but what I do recommend you do is, for any emotion you're feeling, you're probably also picking up some of the emotions that people have that are similar in that similar state from around you. So if you're feeling down around the holidays, and I get it because a lot of us do, we tend to think that that's 100% our emotion. And we have all these logical reasons why maybe we're not so happy, maybe we're a little bit down. But what happens is, because you're so energetically aware, it's kind of like your emotion tunes you in, like tuning a radio frequency into people around you who are also feeling the same thing. Woo. And many people around you are also not feeling so happy around the holidays. Ugh. Whoa. Feel all the energy on that? Wow. And so your energetically awareness, like let's say you're feeling, 50-50 about the holidays. So you're not super happy, but you're not super sad. And then you tap into the other people around you that are sad. And this is all subconscious, so you're not like consciously doing it. And then you can go down, down, down to feel sadder and sadder and sadder. Woo. So how much of the sadness or non-happy emotions that you have, what percentage of those are 100% just your emotions? Is it over 50%? Under 50%? Whoa. Okay, so I was getting that of those emotions you're feeling, under 50% are actually your authentic emotions. Whoa. And what does that mean? Does that mean that your emotions aren't real? No, it just means that your authentic emotions are being pushed, or pulled, however you want to look at that, away from what they are for you. Whew. Yeah, so all the emotions that you thought were 100% yours, that you are basically making real and true, do you choose to release and let go all the emotions that you have that are not actually your authentic emotions? Woo! Yes, I choose that. Release, release, release. Let go, let go, let go. Woo! Dissipate, dissipate, dissipate. And the part that I look about that is, like, when we let go of those emotions, does that mean you're going from sad to happy? Ugh. No. But it goes from being that sad where you feel like you can't do anything, to like, oh, I can do stuff. I'm just not like 100% happy. Awesome. Cool. Let me see what else we got on my notes here. Ooh, yeah, yikes. This is something else that is a little bit funky, is when we're around other people that we think are having really good lives. Woo, yeah. You can make a lot of judgments about yourself, and you can also say things like, oh, I wish I had their life. Ugh. Now, what's interesting is, because like on the surface, it seems like most people, people who seem like they have a good life, almost all of them have internal struggles, and they have internal challenges that are completely different than yours. Woo. Yeah. And some of those challenges that they have are ones that you've overcome. It's like, what? What? But what can happen is when you say something like, "Oh, I wish I had their family. I wish I were him or her." Woo, um, you energetically kind of jump into their world and kind of grab the information that they have, kind of like uh, it's like ooh, how can I say that? Um, you kind of get like a whole packet of who they are because you want to be like them. So you bring that in. Ugh, yikes. And there's a lot of funkiness in their world. So when you say things like you want to be like them, you think you're only going to grab their good stuff, but you actually grab a lot of their bad stuff too. Ugh. And bad stuff meaning just like it's upsets, things that they haven't figured out, things that they're dealing with, which is often why we feel so bad when we want to be like somebody or wish we had their lives. Ooh, yikes. Um, because when you tap in that way, you're getting this gross, gunky stuff that you don't know what to do with. You don't know how to process. Ugh. Wow. So everywhere that when you said something like you wanted to be like that person, whoa, and you felt a lot worse afterwards and didn't really understand why. Ugh. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ah, yes, I choose that. Whoo, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Whoo. And then once again, it's just like when you see something that you like, you don't have to go that you don't want that. Is you can say something like, "Oh, I would like to have a contributive relationship." I don't say it like it seems like they do. No, no, not even compare it to them. It's just more like, oh, if you see something you would like that they have, you can just ask for that yourself or energetically say, oh, I would like to have a contributive relationship. I would like to have a contributive family. Oh, I would like to have contributive finances. Yeah, and everywhere finances and judgments about what you can buy, what you should buy. Woo, yeah, woo. There's a big judgment on what you should buy. Woo. Ah. So all the judgments about what you can buy and what you should buy around this holiday season. Ugh. Ugh. Yikes. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize. Whew. Yeah, and once again, is like anytime that we have this forced reflection, it's also like a forced comparison. We compare ourselves to other people. And also, no matter where you are on the financial spectrum, um, there are always people that are going to be above you and having more that you would like to probably have more. And there are all the people that are below you and actually would have less than you. Ugh. So everywhere that you're supposed to be grateful for what you have. Ugh. Yikes. Wowza. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Yeah, and I kind of look at it more of it's not like you're supposed to just be grateful for what you have and then not think about anything else. It's more like, what if you can appreciate what you do have while still desiring something more? That feels pretty good. Awesome. Let's see what else we got on this. Of emotions, grief. Okay. Oh, let me talk about a little bit about that. And so this might not have happened to people just yet because we're not fully into maybe being around family yet. Ooh. So everything being around family brings up. Ooh, yikes. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Now, this is something I found that it's really obvious, like when you're around family, but it's also when you're around friends that you've kind of known for a long time. What can happen is people who have known you for a long time, they have a pretty strong preconceived notion of who you are. Ugh. Yeah, and everything that brought up. Woo, do you choose to release and let all that go? Ooh, yes, I choose that. Wowza, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Now, and their preconceived notion of who you are isn't really who you are now. It's who you were in the past. And even it's not even really who you were in the past. It's who they thought you were in the past. Ugh. Everything that brought up, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Now, the challenge around that is because they're so convinced on of who you are, which, like I said, is not really who you are, but it's who you were. But they think that's kind of who you are now. Boom. And their belief is so strong about who you are that when you're around them and you're energetically tapping into all the things that you tap into, you can pick up their beliefs about you. And then you kind of like, once again, this is all subconscious or unconscious. You're evaluating, it's like, oh, I'm not really sure exactly who I am, but they are 100% sure who I am. So maybe I am like that. Whoa, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And you probably noticed this, like after you've been around family or friends that you've known for a long time and you leave, you kind of feel like you have some of the same limitations you had years ago. Whoa, wow. So yeah, so everywhere that you made yourself wrong, because you had those limitations, those negative, those critical thoughts coming up, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Woo! Yes, I choose that. Wowza, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And so when you're around friends that like, you've known for a long time, or especially around family, if you look at that as they're helping you bring up some of these doubts and insecurities to the surface so you can clear and release them, that makes it a lot easier. And sometimes I've said, like, if you're with family that kind of have some of those more judgmental beliefs about you, it can kind of be like you're going to a 3 or a 5 day empowerment retreat. You're going, what? But it's an empowerment retreat without anyone helping you, without people reminding you that you needed to do energetic clearing work. Whoa, yikes. Whoa, wowza. Yeah, so it's kind of like you've been thrust into an energetic empowerment retreat with no support and people telling you it's not an empowerment retreat. Ugh, so everything that brought up, woo! Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ah, yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. So what if you're around family, even non-contributive family? Whoa, and I get that a lot of you have that. What if you could look at that as you're getting kind of a free empowerment retreat? Ugh. But one where your payment is really that you have to do all this internal processing for quite a bit of the time. Ooh, cool, awesome. Yeah, so that's just one of the things that I've noticed with family, and I actually have a fairly contributive, supporting family, but I do know that I have the same things come up, and it's basically because they have these preconceived notions of who I am, and even though they're more positive than probably many families, they still have those built-in limitations. So I have to do a lot of clearing when I'm around family for a while too. Awesome. Let me see if I think we're getting to the close. Okay. Awesome. Let's see. So do people have any questions that are coming up or any challenges? I'm happy to stay around for a bit and talk about that.
Yes,
Oh,
it's Penny.
oh, hi.
So what comes up for me as I feeling that it's like remembering how my life used to be in the past with family and like when even at starting as a kid and
Mhm.
now I can't have that anymore because of just death in the family, grandparents are dead and stuff, and then it's just that longing to be back there, and it's just yeah, it's what's coming up for me.
Yeah, and one of the parts that's challenging around wanting to go back somewhere is because when we energetically tap into that, we also energetically tap into back to who we were at that time. Ugh. Yeah. And who we were at that time, for all of us, we had a lot more limitations. We had the things we hadn't processed. So when we try to go back someplace, whoo, yikes, that can mess with us on multiple levels. And so one of the parts around that is like what you're noticing is just like you had some really good times, some good memories. And what if you could not hold on, what if you could feel that experience, that love, that support, woo, right here, right now. Yeah. And everywhere because your grandparents and your family is not here, they're no longer around, that means that you can't have that. Ugh, woo. Or if you did have it, that would be not real. Ugh. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Whew, yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. So, what if you could feel right here, right now, that love and support? So maybe if you can tell me a little bit more about what, besides just that whole experience, what is something that you really felt that you would like to have that again?
Um, it's hard to talk right now 'cause I got really
Really
choked up.
emotional. Yeah.
Um, um,
Right.
like
Okay.
comfort,
Yeah.
and
And
just safe. I guess safety too.
ugh. Yeah. Yeah. So all the yeah, and so one of the parts that goes in is with anybody who has passed on. Ugh, yikes. Um, we can still connect to them. Ugh, yeah, everything that brought up, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Um, and for those super caring, supportive people in our lives, it can be really sad that they're no longer with us physically, but they can be with us energetically. So, what support, loving, connectiveness can you and your body have from those people that cared so much about you? Right here, right now. And receive, oh, receive, receive. And what if you could stay more in this space, receiving that loving, nurturing, caring from them? And what if it's also okay to ask them to spend some time with you? Ugh. So everywhere it's not okay to ask for their energy to spend some time with you, do you choose to release and let all that go? And all that funkiness, just like remove that, remove that, remove that. Yeah. And everywhere it's just not the same as them being here. Everywhere it's just not real. Ah. Do you choose to release and let all that go? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Yeah, because they have a lot of love for you. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, and once again, this is, I mean, our minds and our bodies are kind of naturally programmed um, to recognize differences. And what happens, like I mentioned, is that you feel this wonderful, nurturing, caring of that memory, and then and then the mind goes, oh, well, we don't have that, so we're comparing these two. And sometimes that's helpful because it can help you get to where you want to go. But when you really um, when we can't change something, it can make things worse. So the thing to play with here is to stay in that space or allow those. And that's not really stay. So yeah, but it's allow those energies that you felt then to feel them now. And allowing their nurturing, supporting, and caring. Hmm. To follow you around today. Ooh, ooh, that feels really good. Yeah. So, any of the people that you would like their love, nurturing, support, what awareness, energy, and frequency can you be to allow them to follow you around today to your and your body's authentic advantage? Hmm. That feels really nice. Hmm. Yeah. And it's also okay if you go into the missing part too. Yeah. And when you notice that, just try to shift it to um, the loving, supporting, contributive energies. Mm.
Thank you. Much
You're
better.
welcome. Do we have some other questions? Yep. So it's okay to come off mute. And I'll just keep looking to see if there's anything else. Because I covered most of the things I think I wanted to do. Oh, and I guess I probably should mention too about using the clearing audios that I have. One of the ones I use a lot in when I'm around family is the "This Changes Now." Whoa, yeah, because like I mentioned, being around family, even contributive family, they have those preconceived notions of who you are, and that can kind of remind you of limitations that you had in the past. Ooh, to change that. There's also another one that I have, which is feeling really good right now. It's the being kind and caring to you. Ooh, yikes. Yeah. So everywhere that you're not as kind and caring to you, ah, as you would be to your best friend. Yeah, yikes. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Yeah, because often we don't give ourselves the same um, kindness as we do to our best friends. Yeah, because if we make a mistake, make a transgression, we kind of beat ourselves up. We say that we should have known better. But if your best friend did something like that and they apologized and they really didn't mean it, um, you probably go, oh, yeah, she was having a tough day. I get it. So all those considerations, all those apologies that you would accept from your best friend, whew, when you don't accept those for you and your transgressions, your mistakes, yeah, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. Okay, so if there's not any more questions, we'll just do some wrap up. But if anything came up from this video, do send me an email. I'm happy to do what we can to change that. So what's everything else that's up, active, messing with you around the holidays? Everything that is, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish, banish, vanquish. And what is everything else that we can change and clear? Because we're in the space where change is promoted. Change is encouraged, and change just happens to you and your body's authentic advantage. That feels good. So change, 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 shift, 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 shift. So what energies, what loving, supporting, nurturing, and healing energies would you and your body like right now? And what if you can receive those energies from the energetic big field and other energies that really care about you, really would like to support you? So all the loving, nurturing, supporting, caring, and healing energies that you and your body would like. Receive, 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 receive. Well, thank you for being on this webinar with me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.